Hello there guys, it's Steven here, and it's another transfer target, two transfer target videos back to back. I really am spoiling you here, aren't I? But I had to jump on and do a very quick video after some news broke online. This is Monday night as I'm recording this at around 10 PM. Wilfried Zaha apparently has been linked to Manchester City. That's a strange one, an incredibly strange one. My initial reaction was like, that has to be bullshit. I just can't see Wilfried Zaha at Manchester City. But I thought I'd talk a little bit about it and why personally I'm not really a fan and why it actually may carry some substance in some kind of way. Now, firstly, the article from the Mirror stated that he's seen as an alternative to Alexis Sanchez, which made me think, are City using this leak to put pressure on Arsenal, saying that you're going to lose out on a big fee in January if you go for someone like Zaha if you don't book in and give us Alexis Sanchez for a good deal. Obviously, they lose him in free in the summer. See, I'm wondering if they're just putting pressure on Arsenal here, and that is my initial reaction, and I think that's probably the most logical explanation. Usually, the most obvious answer is the one that's actually correct. Though, would Zaha actually make a difference to City? Well, I think it's fair to say he'd offer competition for Sané and Sterling, but I'm not really convinced that he's a Manchester City quality player. He's 25 years old, he's already a lot older than Sterling and Sané, and his output in general is a lot less... Well, it's a lot less impressive than Sané and Sterling. Yes, he's playing in a worse team, a team near the bottom of the league, a team that struggled so far this season. 4 goals and 0 assists in 12 games isn't an overly special record, but he is an effective player. I'm not going to deny that. He's very good at dribbling. He's very good at stretching teams. He's very good at hugging the touchline. He provides an outlet, but I'm not sure he's City quality level. Now, Guardiola has always been quite critical of Sané, saying he's got to improve more at keeping the ball. Guardiola obviously idolises that ability to keep the ball, that ball retention, and he said that's where Sané needs to improve. Now, for me, Sané is actually better by some way as Zaha are doing that. He's a better passer, he's better technically, he's got a better output in terms of assists and goals, got better vision. So Sané is miles ahead of Zaha, and Zaha's 25 years old. For me, I look at someone like Brahim Diaz, who can play anywhere across the front three, even as a number 10, he can play out wide, and if you've seen against Shakhtar, be quite effective. I see someone like Brahim's his ceiling limit potential as vastly further than Zaha personally, and he's not £40 million. Now, I might be wrong with this. I obviously do trust Pep Guardiola massively to get it right. His signings so far have been largely spot on. I do trust him to spot some raw talent. But to me, it doesn't really make sense. Brahim, I think, has a better understanding of football. He's better at keeping the ball. He's also a very direct and aggressive dribbler and can create things. And I think he's more willing to be an understudy to someone like Sané or Sterling than, whereas Zaha, I suspect, would want to be involved more or less immediately. And then you've got someone like Sterling, the most productive player in our team at the moment, our leading goal scorer, potentially sat on the bench, or Sané, a guy who's, the sky's the limit for him. He could be one of the best players, if not the best player in the world one day. Zaha, to me, doesn't fit in. I mean, he's nowhere near the quality of Alexis Sanchez, put it that way. It's an interesting story. I mean, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, and you're all entitled to yours. A lot of people are a fan of Zaha, and rightfully so. He's exciting. But to me, it doesn't really make sense, but it's an interesting one. I do suspect he's just been used to apply some pressure to Arsenal to say, we have got other options. But it's a very interesting one. Obviously, there's that whole thing about you must hate Manchester United, so maybe if he came to City, he could want to get one over the red side of Manchester, but it's a very strange one. What do you make of it anyway? I've just done another video as well, a transfer target video about Frankie de Jong, Aaron Martin and Virgil van Dijk. Go watch that if you haven't already, because that's some more transfer gossip there. But I wanted to jump on and just do a quick couple of minutes on this breaking story because I thought it was quite interesting. Anyway guys, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think about Zaha potentially. See you later guys.